Time to know the news of the week. I'm Ria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. The budget impasse is now over. This as Senate President Vicente Sotto III finally affixed his signature to 2019 General Appropriations Bill, or the country's proposed national budget amounting to around 3.7 trillion pesos. But Sotto has strong reservations as it was the same document allegedly modified by the House of Representatives. In his attached annotation, he maintained that his approval only covers those items approved by the Bicameral Conference Committee and ratified by both chambers. Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon proposed the move as compromise solution agreed upon by the senators. The palace says President Duterte will still review the enrolled bill and will sign it if it's consistent with the Constitution. They say there is no challenge that a determined person cannot overcome. This is what two students have proven as they worked hard to fulfill their dream to graduate despite difficulties. Hannah Tabios reports.
They say education is the best gift parents can give to their children. But what if a person faces difficulties such as poverty and poor health? Can he or she still reach her dreams? 16 years ago, Annalyn Aguilar from Bicol had to choose work over her studies as she needed to support her family. But she is grateful to her husband, who is a farmer, for helping to finish her unfinished business. She was already in her 30s when she returned to school. Now at 34, she is considered to be the oldest student to graduate at Catanduanes National High School. She is a wife of a farmer, an on-call barangay health worker, and a mother of 3 children. Her 2 sons, aged 10 and 8 years old, are also in grade school. For her, there's nothing to be ashamed of despite being the oldest student in the whole school. She said education requires no age, and age is just a number.
Pangarap ko talaga makapagtapos. Sorry. Kasi nung maliit pa ako, naranasan ko sobrang hirap. Sabi ko nga po, maliit pa ako, natutunan akong maghanap buhay kahit wala pa sa edad. Kaya gusto ko po, balang araw sana makaahon kami sa hirap kasi lalo magsaka lang kami.
Meanwhile, 25-year-old Jomar Mangkok of Sultan Kudarat Province in Mindanao was diagnosed with rheumatic heart disease at an early age. Nevertheless, he was still able to finish his degree in education and attend his graduation before he succumbed to death. His sisters said he was a fighter and a diligent student who even accepted freelance works to support his studies. Catch the full story on Manila Bulletin's official Facebook page. This is Hannah Tabios for the MB Rundown.
The Labor Department is inviting vacationing students to apply for summer jobs under its Special Program for Employment of Students, or SPES. SPES will start next month. DOLE says these opportunities will help them acquire necessary experiences while earning money at the same time. Interested students from high school, technical vocational courses, and tertiary levels ages 15 to 30 years old are eligible to apply. The program is also open to out-of-school youth. Just go to the nearest Public Employment Service Office or PESO and bring the following requirements. Manila Water has waived and cut fees for this month after the unprecedented water service interruption. This means that all its 6 million customers in the east side of Metro Manila and Rizal Province will have lower water charges this March, while those belonging to the severely hit areas need not to pay anything for their water bills. Manila Water President and CEO Ferdinand de la Cruz announced last Tuesday that the company will implement a one-time voluntary bill waiver scheme. The compensation will reflect in the bill this April. Survivors of cyclone ravaged Mozambique in southeastern Africa are facing a second disaster. The United Nations officials and humanitarian agencies have raised alerts following the reported cases of cholera, malaria, and typhoid in the African country. Hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals are also racing for food, shelter, and water in battered city capital Beira. Officials say the diseases may break out and grow in numbers as 250,000 people live in camps with little to no clear water and poor sanitation. UN still appeals for an emergency funding amounting to $282 million for the next 3 months to help the country recover. Cyclone Idai, branded as the massive disaster, also hit Zimbabwe and Malawi, causing widespread flooding and devastation. Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
The campaign period for local positions for the 2019 midterm polls has officially kicked off today. Local candidates include those running for congressman, governor, vice governor, members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, mayor, vice mayor, and the members of Sangguniang Panlungsod and Sangguniang Kabataan. The Commission on Elections had already reminded local candidates to remove their premature campaign materials 72 hours before the start of the campaign. Households and business establishments are encouraged again to participate in this year's Earth Hour. On March 30, people are urged to switch off their lights for climate action. This year's campaign theme Connect to Earth aims to build mass awareness why climate change has to be addressed. President Rodrigo Duterte has turned 74 on Thursday. Like the previous year, he continues to shun lavish parties and celebrated his birthday in a simple way instead. Duterte had an advanced birthday celebration in Davao City on Wednesday with his security group, aides, and former Special Assistant Bongo.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB Rundown for today, March 29. Senate President Vicente Sotto III breaks budget impasse as he signs the 2019 General Appropriations Bill with strong reservations. Two graduating students share their inspiring stories in pursuing their dreams. A program of the Labor Department offers summer jobs to vacationing students and out-of-school youth. Manila Water waives and cuts water fees this March amid unprecedented water interruption, and hunger and diseases strike Mozambique after Cyclone Idai ravaged parts of southern Africa. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.